Hi, I'm Navya and I'll be sharing with you the methods and resources that enabled me to score 120 on 120 in TOEFL IBT. This is part 1 where I'll be going over the format of the TOEFL. I gave my TOEFL on the 29th of September 2021 at a test center. I dedicated 1 week to serious prep. I put in about 5 hours of work each day for 6 days. On the 7th day, that is the day before the test, I relaxed and did not study. Before starting my actual prep, I spent about a week curating my study material between my work schedule. I did not get any external coaching. I relied on YouTube and official material that I will be sharing in this video. There's already an incredible amount of resources available for TOEFL prep. If you only have a week or even 2 for the TOEFL, time management is critical, and choosing what material to use takes up a lot of time. I do not want to add to this list of extensive resources that are already excellent and constructive. I instead want to give you a curated list of resources you can use. I'm hoping this saves you time, money, and energy so you can focus on actually perfecting and practicing your skills. That is not to say that you absolutely only have to stick to the resources that I am providing. These are just the ones that I found to be the best after spending quite a bit of time going over multiple options. So I'm only sharing them in the hope that they help and serve as a solid start. Please feel free to check out other instructors and content if it suits your needs better, and mention them in the comments so others can also access these channels. A little bit of context before we begin. I mostly converse in my native languages, Kannada and Telugu, at home. At my educational institutions, however, the medium of instruction has always been English. In addition to this, I am an avid reader and an active member of literary clubs. This definitely did help with TOEFL. However, regardless, the TOEFL is quite formulaic compared to GRE, and it is possible to do really well in it if you approach it with a structure in mind. As per the study material, this is what I used. The official guide to the TOEFL test is fantastic because it lets you take computer based test simulations. It has 4 practice tests included in it with instruction to set them up on your computer. For doing this, you need a unique code that comes with purchasing the book for yourself. It's absolutely worth the investment, in my opinion. If you want more practice, Volume 1 and 2 of the official TOEFL IBT tests are definitely helpful. These also have 5 computer based tests each to simulate the actual TOEFL test day. I bought Volume 1, which let me take 5 official tests. I did not buy Volume 2 as I did not have enough time to take 5 more tests, and I felt like a total of 9 tests, that is, 4 from the guide and 5 from Volume 1, was sufficient. Everything else that I used was free YouTube content. I honestly feel like this is all you would need, and I strongly advise against spending on any third party test material as none of them seem to ask the kind of questions that ETS, the official test makers, prepare you for. To get a better grasp of the format, I would recommend doing the following. Read pages 1 to 36 in the official guide to recap the format as described by ETS, to have any remaining questions answered about the tests, rules, software features, and so on. If you prefer watching a video about the recent format, this short 6-minute explanation by TST Prep is great. Thirdly, I highly recommend not taking an official ETS test immediately after learning about the format. There are only 4 practice tests available in the official guide. Save those for once you know the format and have familiarized yourself with the sections a little more. Instead, take this mock test provided by TST Prep. It will really drive home an understanding of the various sections, what they require, and also make you aware of your strengths and weaknesses. The links to all these resources will be in the video description. This wraps up my video on getting started with TOEFL prep and getting comfortable with its format. In the following videos, I will be going into details about which materials I use for each section and the structure and approach I employed to tackle the same. Thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful. See you in the next one.